clearly from your heritage, from your family background in your business and your experience outside in the broader agribusiness industry, I mean, what are some of the background in the industry more generally in terms of some of the challenges it faces and opportunities?
I think sort of historically, and certainly as a kid growing up, it was very much a shovel and wheelbarrow kind of a business. And I think, I suppose, common with a lot of parts of agriculture, it's had a sort of foundation in, I guess, hard work, physical labour, and I guess the grit and determination that was required to be successful in business. I think the focus of industry has been around the spread that you can create between buy and sell. So the difference plainly between what you can buy livestock for and what you can sell meat for. And I think over the last sort of 2 or 3 decades, there's been an increasing focus on this make step, which is the part in between the buy and the sell, which is what we do here at the meat processing facility. And as margins become tighter, as global markets have lower costs to operate, have cheaper labour, less regulatory costs, we've really had to focus hard on making sure that make step in the middle can be executed as efficiently as possible. And so that's probably the big, I guess, challenge that the industry is facing now, is how to make sure that we're as efficient as we can be sort of through that process. And I guess for us, a big ethos has been that you can't manage what you can't measure. And so we've been on a more recent journey trying to focus on the measurement of what's happening in our business.
Yeah. So have you found this change in the industry a challenge for GMP? I mean, what are some of the specific issues you've faced more broadly, in this change in thinking?
I think what we've realised, particularly through our expansion project, we spent somewhere in the order of 35 million increasing our plant capacity. We've got a lot of automation and robotics in our system, which the industry has been really, I think, class leading in terms of developing ways to reduce labour costs and increase efficiency. But we've got a lot of other systems that sit outside that automation and robotics space that are all geared to try to make us more efficient. So sort of collectively, I would call that the Internet of Things, and the way that's, I guess, become a big part of our business in the way that we collect data on a number of fronts. If you told me 7 years ago that all of our staff would be scanning in with a thumbprint as a time and attendance system, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But those kinds of technologies have become commonplace. And so what we find ourselves, or the position we find ourselves in now, is that we've got a really data-rich plant. We've got enormous ability to collect information across our plant, whether it's production information, minutes of downtime, your recovery of co-products, which are a key value driver in our business, yield, attendance at, and absenteeism. And so we sort of got ourselves to a position where we've got this amazing ability to collect information, but we really sort of recognise that on its own it's not enough. We need to be able to get meaningful insights out of it. So that's kind of where our journey, I guess, started with you in many respects.
Yeah, for sure.